Here we are in hyperspeed on the way to Brushes on the Bridge and trying not to get hit along the way. This is in hyperspeed. I don't ride this fast. Didn't think you wanted to watch all of it, but I wanted to share part of the creative art journey. It's about how we're going to get to and fro and to see different art inspiration to get to the different mural projects. People might fly to do a mural, they might take a train, a car, and this was close enough that we could pack everything in a backpack and ride our bikes over. And I knew that the road was going to be closed and didn't want to have to be in the way of the neighbors there in the neighborhood with a bunch of cars, and I thought this would be the easiest, and it proved to be correct. So we got there and we got checked in, and they gave us everything in that little black bag you see me carrying up the bridge. It had all the paint colors because they had a very specific paint palette that they wanted everybody to use. I used all of those colors and flamingo pink, of course. There I am, there in my spot on the west side of the bridge. But they gave us all the paint colors there in that bag with some brushes, and the Forest Park Art Alliance did an exceptional job, I have to tell you, and more on that in a little bit. So a little bit more about where this is located. This is on Circle Avenue Bridge in Forest Park, Illinois, and in the Chicagoland area. It is off of the Blue Line, and it is the Harlem stop on the west side exit. And when you walk out all along Circle Avenue Bridge, you'll see murals on both sides of the bridge painted by all of the area artists and organizations that had artists to do their murals. It was started in 2017 because that fencing had stained the concrete wall there along the bridge and made it look really dingy and drab. And a bunch of people got together and said, hey, let's create a beautiful community mural and tell our story, because that's really what murals are. It tells the story of a community and is one of the things that changes communities and changes the appearance of communities. And that's exactly what the Forest Park Art Alliance wanted to do in 2017. And this is a refresh of those murals. And from what I heard from everybody in milling around is that they plan to refresh these murals periodically, and suspected to be every 7 years is what someone said. I don't know. This is all hearsay. So that's what I'm going on. And here I am sketching this out in charcoal. I thought that would be the easiest to do. I work with charcoal when I sketch, and went with it for this instead of using pencil or chalk. Little bit about this mural and the inspiration. When they sent out the request for artist, they said it was a 10-foot by 2-foot space, and I felt like it would be a unique space to work with. And they also asked for no words or limited words. So I was thinking, okay, it needs to tell a story without words. And I was abundantly inspired as a kid by Harold and the Purple Crayon, and although I'm not using a purple crayon, or purple's not in here, that is part of the inspiration, is to create a story that has all kinds of different stories within it and different directions that it could go. And hopefully when people drive by, they can see these flamingos and have different stories, and part of the story is seeing it come to life, and that's exciting to see. I have sketched it and painted it and worked on it here and there, but seeing it, painting it here, really helped bring it to life in a different way than painting it at home or sketching it out. This brought it completely into the world, and that was exciting to see for my first community mural. And thank you for being here for this part of the creative journey and listening to me talk about my experience painting this. I have to say, one of the things that I have said that I regret about this is that I did not mill around and talk to the other artist or to enjoy the experience more. And that is really unusual for me. I'm all about enjoying the experience and being fully immersed. But this was my first community mural, and I didn't know how long the bridge would be closed. I also didn't know how long it would take me to get through this. I have not done a mural this size, and needing to get it done all in one shot. So I just sat down and got to work. And you see I have headphones in so that I could stay focused, and it also helped to silence that imposter syndrome that creeps in from time to time. It's part of the creative journey, whether we like it or not. But I wanted to be able to stay focused and not have an internal battle with imposter syndrome. The inner critic also didn't like me stopping to take pictures and being happy or sharing about it on Facebook Live. I did hear a story from someone. I had gotten up and was stretching, and a friend had stopped by, and we were chatting for a little bit, and someone came up and said that they were really excited to see flamingos as one of the murals, that they missed living where they lived in Florida, that they lived near a flamingo park and lived on Flamingo Lane, and that they drive over this bridge often, and that they were really excited to see flamingos and that they're going to be able to see flamingos again. So that is what public art does. It tells the story of the neighborhood. It tells the story of the city. Their murals are like tattoos of a city. They, like this mural, covers the scars and some of the age that might be part of the city. It tells the story of the neighborhood and the people in it. And it also tells the story of the artist. It's a community thing. It's one of the beautiful parts about public art. Public art like this is also something that, in my opinion, artificial intelligence can't do. Look at all of these artists, all of these people. They're the artists painting the murals onto the wall. Artificial intelligence can't do that. It might generate the image, but it still requires people to get there and to put it on the wall and to hear the stories, to tell the stories of our neighbors and of our community. Much like these swim shorts that this flamingo's wearing. And I saw it as being funny, since how many of us have a pair of shorts or swim trunks that have little flamingos on them? So I wanted to put little stick figure people on the flamingo shorts to be funny. And you're about to see Tammy, and all of this is, I've got to pay tribute to her. She did great at getting video footage and also helped to silence that imposter syndrome during the week. So there you go. If you ever see her, tell her thanks that she helped me get this flamingo mural out there, and to keep doing all the art, because artists don't do it alone. We're in a community, and that's why something like the brushes on the bridge is such a valuable thing. It is in the community, it's of the community, and we're all a part of something beautiful and creating a story to tell, and all our own stories to tell. And here's the flamingos all stretched out. I ended up going and touching up that one little spot that's over there, and this was the first time I had to work with something on a wall that had a divot like that. So that was something new to work with, and I had to position it so that when stepping away, you didn't see the divot and it all just blended. So that was something new. And here I am painting the stencil on. Tell me what you think. Should I have done that in pink? I couldn't decide whether or not to do that in pink or to do that in the gray that they had there with us to use. But I was excited to put that up and felt quite chuffed, as you can see there. And here we have it, the Flamingo Trio at the beach. And I would love to hear your stories. What do you see these flamingos doing? What's happening? What's about to happen? And what story do you see in this little image? Because I have all kinds of different ones. Hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and stay tuned because there's more to come.